abusia yincha on yensan so emu akwa abaso nko so abusia emfa wo emra channel so That's why a bear media judge. Abusia Auditor General report say Edin Sembebre na Edi Eba eye Omega na mu ache se enyansem ketua asisi ameno eka say alleged MPP eye looters ni bi wo ho abusia mo ho eba be kiro mo enyansem ketua ni na ne say lawyer Martin Kwebu yes a legal private eye practitioner ababonten no waka kire eye Auditor General say ebe ya akasa nkofo na eche se sikatwitwi de bi akwakodi omo ensem 68.7 billion 58.2 billion 48.7 billion no ankasa nkofo we na ehese yebobo sasika ankase we na no na ehese ode omudin ehhehye ho yes o make sure so bobo boss ankofo ku asika we akwakodi omo eho no ombobo omudin se ne be ya oman no anase ganafo ebehu se saa nipa so ensoyi wo na wabọ oman na se wadi eye oman no ehese awu abusua wadi nkomo pa we de ma mekasa wampese yekọ na yetie enkomo a a lawyer Martin Kwebu, yes, a member of Team Ora and also a legal private practitioner. And then some of the Atuja Abra, Auditor General reports about Bonti and HSA, and Yansem Kucho Sikatuchi, HSA, or mine or to me Ashere, Enam and Kofu Bakumi Nubinti, Abusia and Seminole, Ano Edi, Yente, a lawyer Martin Kwebu, name Samoa. Or the Etuja Emrase say ha, and that's why a bear media judge was say any dedicated to a channel so need no book coin so. Your best was so best subscribe like Nabusia or Boaso Shama for Pence and Bietino and your be at
Kabinabusia then also our political highway so a year Auditors General report and lawyer Martin Kwebu wababe Western a year case no. Abusia Sisian ya order a year Auditor General say Ombra Bontina on dropping names of NPP criminal former appointees involved in the corruption scandal. Abusia, it is there. Oh, I know what Mr. Asumesi Susu and Su Udin APM. Lawyer Martin Kwebu say, Auditor General and drop his uncle funding na yen shame omo publicly. Abusia, into Oshe. Honorable Susu and Su ni abodin ewo abonten say uyo kromfo we wia omani sika abusia assembly eno ena ama NPP former criminal appointees are involved in many scandals no abusia sisia obia yam hwehwe no tension aba NPP headquarters abusia enya asem keto akra entino lawyer Martin Kwebu Nensama Okano or say Auditor General and drop a list in any many bia. Abuja, Mommy Akona, young Kokuti and some lawyer Martin Kwebu edited that unsubscribe here. Subscribe.
Martin Kwebu, in this same audit, what we told is that some 89.4 million was said to have been paid to 5 banks, classified as 1D, 1F interest payment.
Yeah.
But all these 5 banks, when they were contacted, said, look, we don't have any records of such amounts being paid to them. Quite concerning, to say the least, is it not?
Yes, but I'm not surprised.
Why?
Not surprised because that's been our stock in trade. You know, this thing didn't start today. I'm sure you have this in Domlevo on. You hear Auditor General, previous Auditor General say it. And that's how come I'm mad that Johnson Ekwuamwesi is still in office.
Why?
I mean, come on, that shows that they were doing a poor job. You see, we've always been saying that, look, Ekwuamwesi is not up to this job.
He's not. General?
Or the Auditor General.
Who conducted this audit?
No, they added the private sector people.
Yeah,
These things, look.
And,
yes. They added private sector people because he sat in there, he didn't see or colluded. That's what we say.
How do you even make that conclusion?
Very good. You see the part that is the bank transfer advice. Bank transfer advice, yes. That one means that that's at the last stage with the governor for them to be paid. And that would have passed through the Auditor General's office. This one. This one, yes.
Almost 18.3 billion?
Yes. The controller people. After controller, etc., goes to the, what do you call it, the Bank of Ghana, etc. So all this while, what were they doing? All this while.
Should be questioning elements within the Auditor General's department,
yeah,
and not just the person who is leading that.
Good.
Has he been the one to?
Good. So now let's come. So for it to have gone through the whole value chain, you know this one, let's understand the value chain. you know, this 18, it goes through many steps, even sometimes to the regional and district levels. It comes all the way, validation, way to the top, controller, Bank of Ghana, okay, the ministries there, the technical people, they all do. They assess it, pass, go on, right? And then to BOG. And we're saying that these things that you are talking about, then they happen in the previous years, during the Auditor General audit, and then also, of course, we will lay some of the blame at the internal audit agency. You know, they are inside the institutions, right? They too, they are supposed, there's one of them that the internal auditor, passed? The stores receipt. Do you have the slide for it? As part of the report, stores receipts, advice. Yes, the internal auditor passed. So you see, it's a whole organized crime, a whole criminal enterprise. And I'm saying that so to the top. And Auditor General, the last stop, when you audit, okay, and you're not able to see, what are you doing there? So it's not the only one, but I'm just saying that, that's the last stop. External audit, you go and do, you don't see. And then a new government comes and has to do what? A special audit. You see, has to do a special audit. And I'm saying that some of these things, the recycled things, you see, about 4 billion of it, let's go through, about 4 billion of it is recycled. Payments that have already been made in years past. But because now there is opportunity, because there's a new government. So that's what I'm saying, that so throughout, I'm not laying the blame at only the Auditor General, the internal auditors, the technocrats at the ministries, right, at the regional level, the district level, all of this people. That's how come I joined what Apia Kubi is mentioned, that we should have names. So let's take each specific one. Like, I'm even most interested in the 4 do you have that slide? If you can show 4.something billion in recycled claims. We had already paid.
They come back for all.
Yes, something that we had already paid and finished. Then, then they represented 4.something billion. That one we had already paid. Out of the, 8.1 billion was rejected. I'm taking the bigger figures. 8.1 billion, when you check the report, 8.1 billion was rejected. Out of that 8.1 billion that was rejected, 4.1 billion are recycled claims. So claims that have already been paid, done, dusted. And these went back to the various districts, to the regional ministries, passed on to Accra, the various ministries, and then to Controller and Accountant General, and then to Bank of Ghana. So that's what I'm saying. So let's find all the people who worked on this, all the technocrats, the consultants, etc., to the end, and all of this, name them. That Esimesi, you were in charge, and you see the ministries. When we just say Ministry of Gender, what have we said? Who was in charge at the time? Who was in charge at the time? Yeah. You see, so when it comes to Minister of Agri, Brian Champo, he wants to be president. Was he involved in one of them? Yes, Akuto say, yes, the one who ran for president. So it was between him, after him, then Brian Champon came. So when you see Minister of what? Agri, then quickly your mind goes to two presidential contenders of the what? MPP. When it comes to Minister of Health, then you say, hey, Kweku Ajima Menu. From the assembly.
You see, the forensic audit, the good thing about it is that it will identify the real culprits.
Yes.
It is easy to point to political heads.
Yeah.
But the real culprits may be public servants within the ministries.
But the ministers are
but the forensic audit will identify them. Yeah. Trust me, some of the times the ministers may not be involved necessarily. Because I've been to the ministry before.
Responsibility.
Yes, yes, but he will come and explain the situation, and then you will find the culprits. They are there.
Yeah, so he's also part to have allowed it to go. Then if everybody say, "Well, I'll just MD." MD means that minister means I put in place proper systems. So if your systems are porous and your subordinates are recycling claims, so I'm interested in the 4.1 billion. That one, it kicked us like, the various figures.
It's actually 4.4 billion. 4.4 payments resubmitted.
Very good.
Claims paid twice.
Yes, because you see the figures you presented small, they look small. This is the aggregate figure. We had already paid 4.4 billion. and these ones were submitted. So they were going to take this free stealing. And you said the minister, so you said because you are MD, if the systems are poor, it's not my fault. It's the finance manager.
I didn't say that. I'm saying that so, identify the people who are.
Yes, so we are
for nothing at all. If the MD compromise a position, he could be also cited for
even without compromise. You are in charge of the system, ultimate responsibility. So if your system is poor and you are superintending over it, you will also come down with them. Come down, because Ghana will like this. That's why I said Auditor General must go, head of the internal audit agencies go. Then those ones we quickly know them. The ones we know. Then after the
for all you know, even the institutional head may have reported public servants.
Please hold on.
But where are they? We don't have evidence of that. So we are talking about what we have evidence of. Then you come, the various chief directors. Yes, the payments go through them. Okay, a lot of them, I think they've been replaced because they are under the Npp regime, right? True. But beneath them, the technocrats who passed this, right? The consultants. So if you were a consultant to a project involved in this 4.4 billion, they brought claims that had already been paid, and a consultant okayed it. All those consultants, we will blacklist them because they are part. These consultants they are part. It's a criminal enterprise with all manner of actors and experts. It's not just a contractor doesn't get up and present anything. You remember this case that I presented? We went to Tamale to do this Northern Development Authority case. Yes, that's part of it. That's part of it. You see a claim for 5 cedis, then it will be hijacked to several millions of cedis, right? And now you see that. So it took extra effort. I saw it and then presented to the OSP and then pushed. You see, then they went to court and now you see the people are before court. So that's why I said earlier that as Ghanaians, they say the meaning of our name, Ghanaians, you are a warrior, you are a king. Is that how we are behaving? We are all seeking, if you look, we are all seeking to join the loot. In actual fact, it's because the thieves are more than the good people. That's why the system is like this. Let's speak truthfully. When you try to do it straight and narrow, no, when they are sharing money, they won't call you because they say, oh, this guy there, he will come and small. Don't call him. So they will gather. The thieves are more than the good people. So that's how the system is this fact. I mean, messed up like that.
No, even in support, the thieves go unpunished.
Yes, that's impunity. So we are saying that when Domlevo, in 2017, Domlevo did such an audit and disallowed 5.4 billion. I'm just reading one of his interviews here. And he said nothing happened to those people. So there is impunity. When NDC, we booted out NDC in 2016. Npp came in 2017. Domlevo did such an audit and discovered 5.4 billion. And I like the analysis Tia Kabiru did, MP. Is it Walwale? Yeah, Dr. Tia Kabiru. He said, look, the 5.4 billion that was disallowed in 2017-2018 was out of 13 billion. So by his mathematics, that was about 50% of the claims. Yes, you see Tia Kabiru on the floor of Parliament. That 13 billion was presented. In this case, 68 point something billion was presented, right? And we rejected, about 8.1. So he says that this one is 11%. That's how he did it. But when it comes to the 2017 one, 13 point something billion was submitted and 5.4 was disallowed by Domlevo Auditor General at the time. So he said that's about 50%, right? Even if it's not 50, at least 40. So it tells you that this skill, this thing by Kufito to your people, no, it's bad. So the bad.
Your people meaning who?
It was the Npp that was in charge.
You see, but you are spoiling the case yourself. Yes. You just
once you start that,
you just did a great exercise.
Yes, by saying the percentage.
No, wait. You just did a great exercise by narrating how these schemes are orchestrated. Yeah. Essentially, these are schemes formed by a syndicate because these things don't just happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are syndicates. Many have stayed for several years.
Yes.
So when new people come, they rope you in. It's either you come in.
Yes,
or you go out.
you couldn't break the syndicate.
No, but the point is,
that's how we brought you in.
The point is, various political parties have struggled to break the syndicate.
Yes.
Largely because of even our cultural sentiment, the way our society is structured. It makes it very difficult. So when we are discussing these issues and you politicize it, as Honorable Andy has sort of cautioned against, we will come back to square one. Because guess what? Guess what? People, you'll be surprised that in 4 years' time, all the ills you are illustrating will repeat themselves.
But I even mentioned the 2016
exactly,
one.
Exactly. So my point is this.
Also suffering.
Alfred, first of all.
Okay.
First
hold
of
on the point.
Okay.
People, and conclude.
Okay.
You say we should put faces to
yes,
this
yes,
and prosecute them.
Absolutely. Even if not prosecute, recover. Anyway, no, so these ones were stopped. So let's put out the names and then let's see exactly how the schemes were done. So those that can be prosecuted will prosecute for attempt. Because when you present, that's an attempt. The fact that it's not been paid doesn't mean that it's not a crime.
It's always a criminal matter.
Yes, so some will be conspiracy, some will be attempt, okay, etc. So let's see the specifics of each case. But the key thing we should not forget, this, especially the category of the 4.4 billion, as for them, no. We should start from that place.
This one.
Yeah, we should start from that place. Because it's already been paid. And then you take the same documents and go and resubmit.
Okay, thank you.
Kofi, that one.
This is the 4.4 billion we're talking about. The duplicate payments that's recycled and resubmitted for that matter. It's something that if you look at what happened in 2017 as well, this component was there.
Yes.
Matter of fact.
Yes.
Kofi?
So that one is why we should all know that there is a syndicate. Because payments go through processes. And they have rigorous processes. Trust me. You have to submit a memo. You have to attach all the relevant documents. And they assign code
some of them
and
must be
references.
certified.
Exactly. So on what basis was a payment repaid or paid twice? It must be deliberate.
Or resubmitted twice.
It's not been paid yet. They've resubmitted.
So
that would be a wrong.
Maybe that's an error.
So these ones were about to be paid. Then Atufosin said, no, let's do a special audit.
Okay. Then you may want to change.
So here, presented twice.
Presented twice. Okay.
Before they will be presented, it will have been certified by professionals.
Exactly, they're consultants.
So consultants.
Those consultants, they are part of the scheme.
First of all, on this subject, first of all, I'm strongly against any form of corruption. Because, I mean, if you look at how far we've come as a nation.
But this is not corruption, this is stealing.
Okay, well.
Yeah, add it. It's corruption and stealing, or everything.
You want it to be very blatant and obvious. I get it. But ultimately, all of them culminate into corruption. If we can reduce corruption by even 30%, I think we'll see a great degree of improvement in our lives, being it healthcare, being it road, being it whatever. Yesterday I went to Dodowa, and you know they are reconstructing the Dodowa to Adenta stretch.
Yes.
And you could see that the road has been paved before. But when you see the layer of bitumen on the surface, and you look at the bitumen thickness against the surface itself, you realize it's a clear case of corruption. A clear case, because you see, it's just asphalt laying on sand. Literally. Asphalt laying on sand. The red sand. So it tells you that poor pre-work went into the exercise. But why would poor pre-work go into the exercise? Because monies were stolen. Monies were shared. The contract perhaps was X amount. Before the contractor goes to site, a percentage has been shared between a group of people. But so I'm strongly against any form of corruption, and I'm all for sunlight on these cases. I have no issues. But first of all, Alfred, is this the Auditor General's report, or this is the Deputy Finance statement on the floor of Parliament? What you are referencing?
He read reflecting the report of the Auditor General.
Exactly.
He was quite clear in his words.
No problem. We have statutory Auditor General reports, which they do every year. And then, of course, a ministry may request the Auditor General to do an ad hoc or supplementary report for them. This is one of them, an ad hoc report requested by the Honorable Finance Minister, that we want to look into arrears payments and see the validity of them.
True.
No problem. Fantastic exercise. But the report has been done. As of Thursday, I saw a video of the speaker, the second deputy speaker, or I think the first deputy speaker rather, admitting in parliament that as of the time the minister was reading the statement, they have not seen a copy of the actual Auditor General's report. They've not seen it. It's not been submitted to parliament. So Atuforsen received the report, or we are supposed to believe that Atuforsen has received the report. Then Atuforsen takes the report and does a statement out of the report. Which statement we are currently discussing. So the question is, why can't the ministry and the Auditor General submit the report for all of us to interrogate?
But this is why this is going to be a subject of a probe in Parliament. Right, from what
no. It can't be a statement.
You have to file the report. You have to file the report first.
You have to file the report
in Parliament.
So is that to say that after this presentation by the finance minister, if there's going to be some sort of a probe by Parliament, they will not do it on the basis of this.
Here's the danger. Here's the danger Honorable Andy was cautioning against. What the Deputy Finance Minister did on behalf of his boss was to politicize the whole exercise even before we get the opportunity to interrogate the document.
That's how you see it?
Of course, but what else? Because you take a document, why don't you submit it for people to see it, Kofi Tonto to see it, the minority to see it, and then we all interrogate the report. You take the report.
Okay, abusuya we ne ensema ekọ so e wo political highway ne so lawyer Martin Pebu na yetene nka se odesa ensem no etudwa e de amaya o kire se Auditor General eni kwan se odi obia densi omobodi no na yenko yenim na Ghana ni bia enhu se sa honorable we oye kromfo yebeda mase samoje pene kokoti sa ensem we edemai aha gossip politics TV so unsubscribe ya subscribe na hit on the notification bell so na be any update be drop no onso wonsa ebetumi akabi medamase.